Hi, so this evening we are going to be making up this single crochet border for the 123 baby blanket that we made. So I've already put mine on. I have added 3 pom-poms already. So I'm going to show you how to do the single crochet all the way around, and then how to make the pom-pom and add it in the corner. Let's put that on there. This is another one that I made with a single crochet. Whenever I do like a bobble effect, so this is the blanket stitch. There's a tutorial up for this also. This is a beautiful blanket. So it's a slight raised effect. But it's nice and delicate also. So this is going to be for my grandson to be, who is due in a few months to go into hospital. I wanted something nice and delicate. So I did single crochet as the border, so that laid flat, and then the bobble effect was raised, and then I added the little pom-poms on the corners. So I just fold this back up now. I just want to show you how nice this single crochet looks when you really take your time with it. It does, even though it's a plain border, it really does look nice against a raised baby blanket. So there's a tutorial for this also. It's the blanket stitch. So I'm going to be showing you how to do the single crochet just around this sample piece what I've got. It's exactly the same. It's not got the bobble around the edges, but that doesn't matter. We still have the same stitches going down the sides as what we do on the 123 baby blanket. We have the same stitches going along the bottom, and then we have the same stitches going along the top, and then obviously we have the corners. And then I will show you what we also do when we get to these joins here also. Okay, so I have my sample piece. And what we do is so we start in the corner. So I'm going to go into this very first stitch right up here. Just attach yarn. Do a chain 1. Then do 3 single crochet. sorry, I was doing a double crochet then, 3 single crochet into that stitch. Really take your time with the single crochet. Keep your tension the same all the way around. You will get a really nice straight edge, and it really finishes it off really nice. We're then going to every stitch along. So single crochet all the way along. I did 6 rows on mine, going all the way around. You can do less or more, it's entirely up to you how big you want your border to be. It works up really fast also. Just remember to always keep your tension the same, going all the way around. So just going to work up to this corner where we've joined the 2 squares together, and I'll just show you what we do. Always make sure you've got the same amount of stitches at the top and the bottom, and then the left and right. If you've got a few more stitches, just double crochet, yeah, 2 together to make the 1 stitch. So go into this stitch right just here, pull that loop up, go into the next stitch on the next square, pull your yarn up, yarn over and pull all 3 off. So we've just double crocheted, crocheted 2 together. We then just continue all the way along with a single crochet. So I'll continue this and meet you at the next corner. So we're up to the next corner on our last stitch, and we do 3 single crochet again. Now we're going down the sides. We put single crochets into these spaces. So I've got a space here, and these spaces on here are exactly the same as the ones that are on the 1, 2, 3 blanket. We have this hole just there, so we go in there, a hole there. So just space them out all the way down. So I'm going to go down this side of the grey, and then I'll quickly show you what we do when we get to that join again. Just make sure these spaced out, go into all the holes. So you have a hole there, one here, so we're going to continue like this all the way down, and I shall meet you when we get to the join. So on our stitch on this grey side, so we go in, go into our next stitch on the white side, sorry that was the wrong hole, this one's a bit hard to find, and we single crochet 2 together. The only difference going down this side to the 1, 2, 3 is that we have bobbles going down the side. So always remember to go and do a single crochet at the side of the bobble. So if I just quickly show you. So when we do our first single crochet row, always remember to do a single crochet behind the back of this bobble. Always go into there. And then we have 1, 2, 3, go into behind the bobble, 1, 2, 3, and then behind the bobble. So just continue again all the way down. Thanks to all the new subscribers. I've gained so many more again since last night, and the thumbs up, the likes, the comments. I've had a couple of people ask me for orders. I don't actually make to sell anymore. Like I said, they got too stressful. I got too many orders. It wasn't an hobby anymore. So I started doing tutorials. So unfortunately, I don't sell. The only blankets I do have made up are the ones I make for the tutorials. So I do have some around in my craft room, but I don't actually make to sell anymore. So just continue this all the way down. When we get to that join, do your single crochet in here, this first stitch. Don't finish it off. You go into this square little space just here on the other side. So I'll just show you one more time what we do when we get to there. Then she stitch on the grey side and pull all 3 off. And just continue again all the way down. So we'll do this till we get to the next corner again. So up to the next corner, stitch again. We do 3 single crochet, 1, 2, 3, and then all the way along we can see our chains, single crochet all the way along. When we get to some joins again, just double crochet, single crochet, sorry, I keep saying double, 2 together. I do that at the joins because it just brings them nicely together. It brings a chain over the 2. So it'll bring a nice chain over here instead of having one here and then one here, because you still have like a kind of a gap just here. So I just like to single crochet 2 together. Just continue this all the way along until we get to the next corner again. So into this corner stitch again, we do 3 single crochet, and then we continue again all the way down the side of the baby blanket. If you're unsure where your 3 middle stitches are, or your corner stitches, 2, 3, see our middle one is just there. You can just put a stitch marker in there, just so that you always know where it is. Just continue this down this side of the baby blanket now, a single crochet in each of these spaces. Remember to have the same amount of stitches at the top, the bottom, the left and the right. I'll continue this all the way down to the next corner and I shall meet you there. So we're up to the corner now where we first started with the first cluster of 3 single crochet. So what we do is go into the first stitch, so I'm trying to get that, there we go. We do a slip stitch, then chain 1, then go back down and do another single crochet. So chain 1 and a single crochet. We then go into the middle stitch and we do 3 single crochet. And then we go all the way along and just do a single crochet row again. This is just what we do all the way around now. It's a single crochet all the way, nothing to do here now, just go into these stitches, single crochet, come to your next 3. So we come to our last stitch here, you do your single crochet, you go into the middle, 3 single crochet, and then we do 1 single crochet all the way down. Same in this corner, you come to your last stitch, then come to our 3 clusters, we do 1 single crochet, 3 in the middle, and then we follow this one down and do 1 single crochet, and just continue that all the way around until we get back to this row again. So I'm going to go all the way around again. So this is row 2 and I shall meet you back. So I'm up to the next corner, I've done my 1 single crochet, we'll come to the middle 3, we do 3 single crochet and then we follow it along with 1 single crochet all the way down the row. Just continue this all the way around. I will meet you back to where we first started with our first cluster of 3. Okay, so we're up to the corner again where we started. So we go into the first stitch, we do a slip stitch, we chain 1, go back down, do a single crochet, into that middle stitch, 3 single crochet, then just continue again all the way around again with a single crochet, and that is all we need to do. So to start off with, so for your first row, 3 single crochet in the corner, you go all the way along, we do 2 single crochet together just here. We also do that on obviously the other blanket because that's also in squares. We come to the next corner, 3 single crochet all the way down, 3 single crochet, next corner 3 single crochet. We then can come back up to the first row, we slip stitch, we chain 1, we go into that first stitch of the corner. We slip stitch, we do a chain 1, go back in, do a single crochet, we go into the middle stitch, 3 single crochet, and then we single crochet all the way along, all the way around, and then we come all the way back round. We then slip stitch, chain 1, go into that first stitch, we do a single crochet into the middle stitch on the corner, 3 single crochet. We then come down and we do 3 single crochet. So this is all we do now as a repeat all the way around. So I've just started my next row. Just quickly show you again. So I've slip stitched, right, I do a single crochet, I go into that middle stitch, I do 3 single crochet, 1, 2, 3, go into that next stitch, single crochet, and then single crochet all the way around until you get back to here again. You then forget this chain 1, slip stitch, chain 1, go in that first stitch, do a single crochet, go into your middle stitch, do 3, and then the next stitch you do 1 and continue it all the way around. So you do your row 1, you do your row 2, and then you just repeat that for as many rows as you want all the way around. So remember, row 1 is just 3 single crochet to start off with, single crochet, 3 in the corner, all the way around, 3 in the next corner, and all the way up. Then we do row 2, which is slip stitch, chain 1, you go into your first stitch of your 3 single crochet, you do a single crochet into the middle stitch, you do 3 single crochet, and then we just follow it all along and we do 1 single crochet. So you just go all the way around like that for as many rows as you want. I'm going to probably do 5 on this sample piece just to show you how nice it looks. And then I will show you how to add, well, make the pom-pom and then add it. So yeah, I hope that you've been liking the tutorial. I know there's been lots of parts to it, but there's no way that I could have obviously done it in a day or even 2 days when one square takes, you know, approximately 2.5 hours to make. But I can see that lots of people have been following it and liking it, so that's really good. I am going to have a think of what to do next, so I'm going to have a little break tomorrow and think what to do. It'll more than likely be bobble. But I like to think of new stuff to do all the time and new borders and different colour schemes. But I know the next colour is going to be white to lemon and grey. But yeah, I'm going to have a break tomorrow. Give me a little hands a rest. So I'm going to continue with this. And then we will do the pom-pom. So I'm going to go all the way around. I'll do 5 rows just to let you see how it looks, and then I will meet you back. Okay, so I've done 4 rows of the single crochet. Going all around. These are the corners. There's no need to block this because they come out really nice and straight. So it's really nice and easy. So you just start off with a cluster of 3 in the corner, single crochet all the way down, 3 single crochet in the corner, single crochet down here, 3 in the next corner, single crochet all the way down. You come back up to the top, we slip stitch into that first chain of 3 on the corner, then chain 1, we go down into the first stitch, we do a single crochet. In the middle stitch we do 3 single crochet, and then we continue all the way along, come to the corner, we do 1 single crochet. On our last stitch we come to the corner, we do 3, continue all the way down, do 1, come to the next corner, we do the 1 single crochet, 3 in the middle, continue all the way down with 1, and then you just continue that all the way around. So then you'll come back to your next corner, slip stitch into that first stitch before we put the 3 clusters of 3, we chain 1, we do a single crochet, go into the middle, 3 single crochet, and then single crochet all the way along again. So it's really easy to do. Gives a really nice straight edge. The corners turn out really nice. So now we're going to do the pom-pom, and I'm going to sew the pom-pom, which is the last one, onto the baby blanket that we originally started. Sorry, I've got baby blankets everywhere at the minute. So we're going to put our last pom-pom onto this blanket, which has turned out really big. I still haven't measured it yet. So there's the first pom-pom. There's our second one. There's the third one. So now we are going to make the fourth one up to put on here. I am going to get my tray because it does make quite a mess. Okay, so the way I do it is sorry, where's my hand? There it is. I just wrap around approximately 100 times. So do this approximately 100 times. Make sure you fill that middle. Try and make it as even as possible from left to right, going all the way around. Okay, so do it approximately 100 times. And I will meet you back. Okay, so I've done it approximately 100 times. Just cut the yarn. I then get a double chain. It's 2 strands doubled together. Leave it quite long. Oops. Just place them under your yarn. I'm used to doing this off camera, so I can get comfortable with it. I normally just do it on my on my lap. And then tie this as tight as you can. Then turn it over. Do the same on this side. And what you can do is get a yarn needle also. Once we've cut it, you can go in and out, sew it, in and out with your yarn needle with your yarn on it, and that will stop any threads from being able to be pulled out. I've made loads of these and I've washed them and I've given them to babies and grandchildren, and not one pom-pom has come off yet, and you've not been able to pull any yarn out of it either. Okay, so we just trim them down. And now we need to cut using long scissors. Make sure there's no loops. So now we're going to give it a real good trim, because we don't want it this big at all. So I need it the same size as my other 3. So I'm going to trim this right down. All these squiggly ends I'm just going to cut off. So I'm just going to do this off camera, and then I will meet you back. Okay, so mine's looking like this. And what I will do is just keep measuring it up against the one that I've got sewn on the blanket. So it needs to be trimmed down just a slight bit more. Now, when you're cutting it down, you can either leave it, some people like it so that you can actually see the strands. Or you can fluff it up. And I like mine more fluffy and fleecy looking. So what I do is just trim this down just a little bit more. I think when it comes to pom-poms, I've got a bit of OCD. You have to be perfect. If I see one strand bigger than any of the others, I'll keep checking it and checking it. I like to keep these underneath just slightly longer, just so that they hang over just a little bit over the corners of the baby blanket, because they will cover where we have attached the pom-pom. So I'm just going to check, see if that's about the right size. And I think it still needs to go down a bit more. Just going to just trim it a bit more. You can do whatever size you want. I wouldn't go do them too big, because then they will hang the corners of your baby blanket down and make it out of shape. Just trim them down a bit at a time. I'm not sure if I keep going out of focus. It's because I'm used to doing these just sitting over on my lap and not having to keep looking up, making sure that it's in view. So I think that's about right. Yep, so now what I do is I just quick fluff it up. I really hold this bit tight just there, these strings. Get my scissors. And just fluff it up with the scissors. Then you can see them strands of yarn just fluffing up more, instead of looking really strandy. Just keep doing it to as much as you think it's as fluffy and fleecy as you want it. Or if you want it strandy, just don't fluff it up, just trim it down. So that's looking nice and fleecy now. And the fluffy bits, what are just hanging off, just trim them off. So I think that is about right. I like to start off big and then go down smaller, because I'd rather start off big and go small in case we make any mistakes. And then we don't have to make more up. So that's the pom-pom. That should be about right, yeah. Just trim that little bit off that one. Alright, so where's my hot lotus? I'm going to get the corner of the blanket. I'm going to separate these strands. So we've got 3 on one side, 2 on the other. It doesn't matter which side we put them in, whether it's 2 on one side or 3 on the other. And then we've got our top corner stitches up at the top. So what I'm going to do is pull 2 strands through this loop, and then the other 3 strands I'm going to pull through this side, and I'm going to do it from behind so that you can't see the knot what I tie afterwards at the back, because if I did it at the front you'll see the knot. So just pull that through that side, your hook through, pull these 3 strands through, then just tie a knot on the back. So that's the pom-pom on. We've threaded it through, tied it on through the back. So I'm just looking for the scissors. And now it's actually on, you can give it a proper trim down. I like to leave, like I said, some of these down at the front. I just trim them down. Turn around to the back. So you still want the back of it to look as nice as what the front of it does. These strands also, you can then get a, I can't find my yarn needle. So you put these through your yarn needle and just go in and out of this stitch just a couple of times, just to secure it in place. It won't come off. Well, mine haven't, and I've washed mine. I always wash them before you sell them to make sure. The grandkids have still got theirs with pom-poms on, and if they're not come off, just leave them to dry. Also, when you wash them, put them in a cool wash, leave them to dry, either just over the line, over your banister, over an air rod. Just put them into shape, leave them to dry on their own. And the pom-poms do take a little while to dry also, and then you can just fluff them back up again. And then the strands that are left, we'll just join them into the back. So that is the pom-pom. And now I've got to find someone to give this baby blanket to, because the ones that I make up for tutorials, just I wrap them in gift tissue and then just put them into gift bags and just leave them on the sides for either a friend's, daughter's friends, or somebody's having a baby shower and having a baby girl. I just give them out as gifts. But I don't, like I said, I don't sell that. I don't make them to sell no more, because it didn't become a hobby no more. It just became stressful. That's why I started doing YouTube. I will be here for ages, I know, after I finish this tutorial, making sure that this pom-pom is perfect and there's not one bigger than the other. But that is how we attach the pom-pom. So we make the pom-pom. So you could just leave it strand there, or you can make it fleecer. So now we have all four made up. 1, 2, 3, where's the fourth one? And that is the pom-poms. That's how it looks like when they're laid down. And then this one. That's like I said, don't do them too big because it will hang the corners of the baby blanket down. So that is a tutorial finished. If you've got any questions, pop them down in that comment box. I will message you back if you're not unsure of anything. I'm going to take a break tomorrow and have a rest. But yeah, so I hope you like the tutorial. Please give me a thumbs up, like, subscribe. Let me know if any more ideas, any more designs you'd like to see, and I will see if I can do them. And that is the blanket finished at last. So this will go up as part 6. And that's it. So I hope you liked it. I hope you all of you have followed along. I've been able to understand it okay. I'm assuming you have, because I've not had any comments say that you're unsure of anything. So yeah, that's the tutorial for tonight. I'm having a break tomorrow, like I said. Saturday tomorrow. So we're back Sunday with another tutorial. Have a think what to do over the weekend. And I will see you again then. If you like the tutorial, please comment below. Let me know how you got on. And I will see you again soon. Okay? See you soon. Bye.